Hell yeah! What is going on, everybody? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy DKEN, and welcome to my incredible podcast. Now, before we commence this episode, do not forget to Hulk smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your boys and your families, follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button. And of course, as always, please sit back and enjoy. Let's get started. Our top story for today shall be how companies are using females against men. Now, this shall be a reaction video based on Lonny Spence's video titled Chocolate or Destruction. How companies are manipulating women against men. I believe that he did a very decent job going into detail as to how modern advertisements are using females and manipulating them to believe that it's okay to be strong and independent and that you do not need a man in order to be happy. You do not need to be submissive towards a man. You do not need to put anything to the table. Just show up on Valentine's Day by yourself and learn how to be independent and enjoy box wine and chocolate all by yourselves. Listen, I know I said this in some of my previous videos, but I will continue to say this. Y'all self-proclaimed strong and independent females ain't hot shit. Most of y'all are not even that physically attractive. I could literally walk past yo six-figure making ass self and I would not feel any ounce of attraction or interest towards you. That is easy for me to do nowadays because y'all females cannot even figure out that the feminist movement has been damaging everybody for a long time. Even up to this day, the movement finds many ways to try to shame men into submission. But now times are changing and the tide is finally shifting towards the men's favor. We are finally speaking up and we are taking a stand against left-wing factions and we're finally taking a stand against females that refuse to learn how to treat men. Now that I got all of that out of my chest, at least for now, let's take a look on Lonny Spence's video to get a decent understanding of how companies are using females against men through the use of these advertisements. Let's take a look.
And you will also see in 2021 in a few of these clips, women, they're starting to advertise single women, okay? Women that don't have a Valentine's Day, women that are buying chocolate for themselves.
So, if memory serves me correctly, Dove Chocolate has now become one of those companies that leans more towards the left. And for this company to advertise single, strong, and independent females eating chocolate and spending Valentine's Day without a man, by themselves, here's the problem with that. More and more females will buy into that and eventually adopt that concept into their lifestyles. Now, here's what happens when they do that.
What happened? Where did all the men go?
Further down the road, when these females are in their 30s, that is exactly what they will end up saying to themselves. Moving on.
Instead of going to the root of that issue, which is, why is this woman single on Valentine's Day? Why don't we dive into that?
These are very productive questions that I believe we should all be asking. I think we have a right to know the answers to these questions because it will tell us a lot about her character.
Why are we saying that that's strong and independent when she has a box of chocolates on the couch with a glass of wine and cats? It's just like, it doesn't make sense.
Here's the thing. When a female claims that she's strong and independent, that is her emotions talking. Even if she feels strong and independent, if you look at her situation from a different point of view, you will see that she's actually not strong and independent. That's just how she feels. However, realistically, that is most certainly not the case. Now let's take a look on the Dove chocolate commercial so all of you can get a full understanding of what is going on. Let's roll the clip.
I've just met this incredible woman. She's amazing. I mean, she's so pretty, intelligent, and witty.
So right off the bat, I don't know about any of you, but I can see where this is going. Let me expand on this. What we have here is a bunch of typical guys who came across a female that they're really into, so what they're doing is they're trying to impress her. They're trying to go the extra mile, meaning they're being extra nice to her. They're trying to impress her more than usual. They want to buy flowers for her, maybe some chocolate, maybe a souvenir. They're being more accommodating than usual to impress this one female. Each of these nice guys, if you will, believe that they found the one. Now, I don't think I've mentioned this concept on my channel, so I shall begin expanding on that starting from this episode. The myth of the one. What this means is, after meeting several females every once in a while, somewhere down the road, you come across this one certain female that strikes you as outstanding, at least in your eyes. In that moment, that is when the guy believes that he found the perfect 10. That's when he starts to delude himself. He starts to play bullshit games with himself up in his head, and that's when you lose automatically, because you believe that you, as a man, have to win her. That's the stupidest mindset that a man can ever install in his head. As a man, if you have that mindset right now, you need to uninstall that mindset. I mean, delete that concept from your head and incorporate a new mindset that says, I'm the prize. If she wants me, she has to fucking win me, not the other way around. Anyways, let's continue on with the clip.
Exciting and elegant, sophisticated. I think that this could be the one.
What's her name?
Daisy.
New Dove Almond Brittle Bar, and 5 other bold flavors.
Ladies and gents, we need to dive even deeper into this discussion because what we saw needs to be addressed immediately. 1. Notice how each of these nice guys are trying to go out of their way to be extra nice and putting in extra work for a female that they've only met for 1 hour, maybe even 30 fucking minutes. And right away, each of these guys are infatuated with the female that they don't even know well enough. Then, number 2. Each of these guys said her name at the same fucking time. So what does that tell you? She has tons of beta male simps that she's stringing along with her, and she's staying in touch with every single one of them to make sure that she has all of the attention and validation that she's craving every single day of her life. Thanks to all of her beta male orbiters, y'all have placed her on a pedestal which makes her more superior over her simps. That was a choice that the simps made, and because of that, she's going to get all of the benefits without any responsibility whatsoever. She doesn't have to put shit to the table at all. Each and every single one of those guys are currently in her rotation, and let me say this real quick. She doesn't even look that physically attractive. She's nowhere close to a 10. She's more like a 6. So, to a man like me, I can tell that she doesn't have much to bring to the table. She doesn't strike me as appealing. I don't care how much money she makes. She could make 6 figures, and if I were to walk past her in the streets, I would literally walk past her without even acknowledging her. That's how powerful the effect can be in regards to not paying attention to her. I don't care if she were to walk down the streets in a suit. That's not appealing to me. Now let's take a look at the second clip. This one is yet another commercial by Dove Chocolate.
This year, I have a lot more than one Valentine.
Well, that's believable. If you have more than one Valentine, that's code for I have more than one beta male orbiter in my rotation. That's what she really means. Let's proceed.
1 for making my perfect cup of coffee.
That's not a Valentine. A Valentine is someone that you truly care about, love, and spend decent quality time with. A cup of coffee? Can this get any lamer than this?
1 for being the perfect neighbor.
So far, she said that she has more than one Valentine, 1 for making my perfect cup of coffee, 1 for being the perfect neighbor. That's 2 L's right there. Being the perfect neighbor has nothing to do with Valentine's Day. Let's proceed.
And 1 for no reason at all.
Okay, tell you what, that's strike 3 for no reason at all. How about that? What they're really promoting is what I like to call single femalehood. They're trying to promote single females on advertisement as a way to say several things that include you don't have to be submissive towards a man. To hell with us men, because apparently we don't matter. Spend quality time with yourselves and by yourselves. This is what modern feminism is all about. Like, they're all about being stronger, independent females that don't need a man at all. You're running a lame-ass circus over here. As a female, if you are single on Valentine's Day, there's something wrong with you. Even Even Lonny Spence would agree that these commercials suck.
Cause screw men, right? Screw men. Screw us males. You are born a male. You suck. She's so strong and empowered that she's buying a chocolate for herself on Valentine's Day.
Gentlemen, the solution is very simple. Do not interact with these self-proclaimed strong and independent females. If they want to buy chocolate for themselves, let them do that, because the more chocolate that they intake, the fatter they're going to get. You see how karma works? Since they don't want to spend healthy and decent quality time with us, okay, we'll just leave you alone. We'll just let you be. Keep this in mind. We're not going to give you any attention, validation, affection, support, nothing. Because, after all, this is what you wanted in the first place. There are reasons as to why you're single and living alone, and all of this actually works against you, the females that chose to live alone with no man next to you. Then you shout this out to the universe.
What happened? Where did all the men go?
I know I said this in some of my previous videos, and I will continue to say this. Start learning how to take ownerships of your own fuck-ups. Stop blaming the good men. You chose to sleep around with the Chads and the Brads and the Tyrones, and when you hit the wall, your sexual marketplace value shall begin to decrease. Now that I got that out of my chest, let's take a look at the next commercial. Keep in mind, I had a very hard time trying to find this specific commercial on YouTube, so I shall play this advertisement through Lonny Spence's clip. Let's take a look.
Every time a woman buys her own chocolate on Valentine's Day, she sets a teddy bear free to follow its heart.
Oh boy.
This is a lot for me to take in. First off, just to make sure I give my first L for that commercial, did all of you notice the feminist hairstyle that this female had when she was shopping for chocolate? And she sets a teddy bear free to follow its heart. Now, in conclusion, what is this promoting? It's promoting what I called earlier single femalehood. It teaches females how to not be submissive to men, how to be unreasonably difficult towards men, and stir bullshit drama and fuck shit up beyond epic proportions, and be strong and independent when really they're not. When you hear a female claim that she's strong and independent, I assure you, she is not only lying to you, more importantly, she's lying to herself, which is a dangerous thing to do. When you start bullshitting yourself about anything, what you're really doing is you're damaging yourself and others around you. The strong and independent mindset that these females have, especially the modern ones that have this mindset is a delusion. It's a fake image that they bestow onto themselves. Gentlemen, do not buy into that. They are lying to you and they are lying to themselves. These are things that you need to take a lot of time to think about. With all of that said, this concludes this episode of my incredible podcast. So thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to Hulk smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your boys and your families, follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button, and every single one of you have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace out.